Lizzie and welcome to my garden here at the Rose Press. I'm going to show you how to grow gorgeous Cleome from seed. Cleomes are absolutely brilliant border plants. They grow about a metre high and they have the most spectacular, almost like a firework display of flowers, and they flower for a really long period because all of each individual flowers kind of come out as they go through the season, which means that there's really nice colour, and they go until quite late. They're from South America is their native place where they come from, so they really like hot climate, so they are brilliant planted alongside your dahlias and asters that will go all the way to the end of the season. And we know that Chelsea Flower Show is going to be later this year, so you definitely want to have lots of flowers because you'll be really inspired to have them. So definitely get sowing your Cleomes soon. So Cleomes can be sown anytime from January onwards, in early spring, kind of late winter, all the way into kind of March and April time. But the reason why is because they take a little bit longer to germinate. They can take up to 2 weeks, and one of the things that Cleome need is they need light to germinate. So similar to things like snapdragons, we won't be kind of pushing the seeds into the soil or covering them with compost. Instead, we will fill up the pots that we're going to fill up with. We're then going to water them and then leave them for a little bit, and then we will then put the seeds on top. Cleome seeds are a little bit bigger than snapdragons, so you can place them individually, and I'm going to probably place 2 into these little pots. Ideally place 1 in a pot, but I know if you're anything like me, you're already running out of windowsill space, so we want to make sure we can get as many in as possible, but don't sow them more densely than that. You can also sow Cleome direct, which is straight into your borders much later in the season, kind of like May time, and they will flower, but they won't be as reliable. Sometimes Cleome is difficult to germinate, and I absolutely love these flowers and kind of discovered them when I was at the garden centre, and I was just having a look at which seeds I thought looked funky, and these ones caught my eye. I'd never even heard of them before, but I absolutely love them, and they are really gorgeous. So one of the things that Cleome like, and this is why we're planting them a little bit earlier than some of the other seeds that will come into kind of their own in March and April time, is that they like fluctuations of temperature. So by putting them onto a warm windowsill, they then get the cold of kind of a February, March evening and night time, but they also get the nice warm days when the sun does hit them, and that fluctuation of temperature helps them to germinate much more. But like I say, they don't need to be covered in compost. They really like the light. So we'll just pop 2 per, again they're quite small, so we'll just pop them in 2 per seed pot, and you can sow them in anything. You can sow them in big trays if you've got individual seed cells as well, just whatever you can get your hands on. We will pop them in like that. And one of the good things to do, because they're sitting on top of the soil when you water them, is you don't want to like pour a watering can all over them. Maybe if you have a mister or a small watering can, that's quite a good way, like a more gentle one, because what you don't want to do is wash the seeds away so they're right at the sides, kind of deep down the sides of the pot. So I'll pop 2 in there. And also Cleome seeds are really difficult to germinate, so if you do only get 1 per pot, then it's not the end of the world. You then don't need to pot them on as quick, but I'll just pop the rest in here and sow them after this video. And now that they are sown, I will put them on a warm standing windowsill, and again, when the temperature drops at night, that will help fluctuations in temperature. But when they then grow, we will then keep them nice and moist. We'll then put them into a greenhouse or a zippy if you can, or if not, into a cooler, light place in the house. And then we will plant them out after the last frosts usually in May, depending where you are in the country. And one of the things I'm going to tell you about now, but you'll probably forget, and I will remind you near the time, is that when you plant these out, Cleome have tiny little spikes on their stems. So when you're planting them out, I found this out the bad way, you've got to wear gloves when you're planting them out because they can be quite vicious. But they are absolutely beautiful. They look gorgeous, all planted together in a big bunch. They really like full sun because they're native from South America, and they're also called, you might hear some people call them a spider flower because of the amount of like different bits of colour that come out from that kind of one stem. So yeah, they're beautiful. I love Cleome. If you fancy trying something new and a bit different, it'll definitely get your friends and family talking when they come over and see it, then I would definitely recommend Cleome. They're on my website, ready to purchase, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Can't wait to see all of your videos and pictures of you sowing your Cleome seeds, and I can't wait to see all of those beautiful, beautiful flowers that are going to be out in the summertime, along with your dahlias and all of the other gorgeous flowers that you're planting as well. So I hope you found that video helpful. If you've got any questions, then obviously send me a message. I'm more than happy to answer any of them, or drop me a comment on here. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it and can't wait to see all of your gorgeous flowers. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to carry on sowing the rest.